Today, this video is for my moms out there trying to manage the work-life balance. Here's my 5 tips. Tip number 1 is just accepting reality that it'll never fully be equal. I think we have this idea when people talk about work-life balance, you're like, it's 50% work, 50% family, or actually in women's minds, it's probably more like I'm giving my 100% at work and I'm giving my 100% at home. This idea of doing it all, having it all, and you can, but it cannot be at the same levels. So sometimes you're going to be busier at work this week and your husband's going to have to take the kids and you're going to have less time with the kids this week. There will be give and take, or sometimes when work is slow and you might be able to just take off early and take them out for some ice cream. It'll never be perfect. We're just trying to do our best. And this idea of work-life balance, it's just what you make of it. You get to determine where you will spend your energy. This helps you set your expectations of understanding and relieving that pressure off of yourself that it's never going to be fully equal, and there will be times that you're giving a little more at work, a little less at home, or vice versa. It's up for you to decide if that's okay. Number 2 is we want to calendar everything. So I actually used to make fun of one of my good friends. He used to calendar everything. She would call me or text me and be like, when can we meet up? The kids want to play. Let's schedule a play date. But that was such a weird concept to me because I think in my head I have always thought of calendar for work and meetings. I never really applied that to personal life. As soon as I really grasped this concept of calendaring everything, it really opened up so much more freedom because now I feel at ease. I'm not wondering, I don't know, what are we going to do on Sunday, or what does that look like on Saturday? Are they coming over? Are they not? With a calendar, everything is in there. If it's not on the calendar, it does not exist. I'm not going to give it any mental space. You do it for work, right? Do the same with your personal calendar. But what I want you to do is build in the fun stuff first. If you want to do a girls' night out with your girlfriends, text them and put it on the calendar immediately. If you know that on Sunday you wanted to go check out this book fair by yourself and wanted to carve out that time, put it on the calendar. Start with the fun stuff first, then fill it in with all the birthday parties for your kids, the invitations, the family things. That way you never feel like you're overbooked with things that you don't really want to go to. And that brings me to number 3, which is on the same topic, keeping boundaries. I really have struggled with this in the past because as a former people pleaser, if someone were like, oh, can you do this last minute? I would always say yes because I didn't have anything on my calendar, even though I had things to do. When it's not on the calendar, it gives this impression of you have so much free time, but you actually don't. It's like picking up the kids, dropping them off, running your errands, getting gas, whatever it is. It all adds up. When you don't keep your boundaries with your time or with protecting your energy, that is where you get burnt out because you say yes to too many things, or you're thinking about, well, I don't want to disappoint that other person. Keeping boundaries is for your own sanity. It's making sure that you are protecting your time, your energy, and only saying yes to the things that you really want to. At first, some people might hear that as harsh or upsetting, but over time, they're going to realize that if they want a relationship with you, this is respecting your wishes. So it's nothing to be upset about. Those who do not respect your boundaries or do not love this idea of you having whatever it is, maybe you need to rethink that relationship and maybe they don't respect your wishes. This is how calendaring and planning helps us with the boundaries, because then we can easily look at our calendar and be like, sorry, nope, I can't make it happen. I have this. So it's pretty easy to say that first no, because once you have it on your calendar, you're like, this is what's working for me and my family, and that's what's happening. Number 4 is creating a support system. You might say, we don't have family around, or I'm not really friends with any of my coworkers, but I want you to really think about, how can you create that support system for yourself? It's 2024. There's a ton of resources online, whether it's networking groups or mom groups or whatever it is that connects you to another person and makes you feel like, oh, we get along, this person's my vibe. Because you want to just have that time where you can call someone or jump on a Zoom call, meet up for coffee, just to talk about work, decompress. Maybe if it's a fellow mom from your kid's school or preschool, maybe you guys can build a relationship where you can swap favors. Like if you can't make it off work in time to pick up your kid, then maybe that person can pick up your child and you swap favors back and forth. But it's about being really intentional with creating this support system for yourself. And I get it. It's really hard to ask for help, but honestly, like the first time you do something, it's always hard because it's uncomfortable, something new. But once you keep doing it over and over, you'll get good practice and it starts to feel easy. So really make an effort to build a support system that you can lean on. Finally, number 5 is make sure to carve out some self-care time. I know people are going to say, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. This doesn't have to take money. It can literally be, if you like to read, going to the library for an hour and just having time away from the kids or your husband and just having that time alone to do something you love or just sit in the quiet. For me, my non-negotiable is my skincare stuff. I just love having that routine at night. My girls know while they're getting ready for bed, I'm starting my skincare stuff. So yeah, it's just building it into your lifestyle, starting really small and building it in. Let's say you like matcha, maybe just waking up extra 10 minutes earlier before your kids are up and enjoying that cup of matcha in silence before you start your day. It's just about finding something that you do simply for yourself, listening to some good music that you love, whether that's reading a book or just journaling, napping, whatever it is. Those are my 5 tips to trying to manage and find that work-life balance. And I hope it was helpful. If you have any other tips to help all the other moms out there, let us know in the comments. If you are looking for 5 easy habits to change your life, I will link my video here. Please subscribe and share it with a friend. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. Bye.